Yo, I appreciate y'all boys tuning in to another YouTube video. Hamza Chimaev, Dricus Duplessis, middleweight title, UFC 319. This card is stacked. We finna run through the whole card. Everything authentic, everything being broken down right in front of y'all. And I'm finna just give y'all my predictions while I'm picking them. And y'all just do what you will with that, man. You know, we might disagree on some, but that's the fun of the game, man. It wouldn't be nothing if we don't disagree. But you starting from the bottom. You know we start from the bottom, man. By the way, this not even a fight, so, you know, I'm just going to give y'all some little backstory on the fight. It's Karine Silva versus Deanny Barboza. That is the fight that's being made. Deanny Barboza and Karine Silva. And at least that's supposed to be the fight. Like, yes, that's the fight. Karine Silva, she actually is a really good fighter, bro. Like, I don't want to just, you know, sit up here and yap about WMMA, but Karine Silva, she's coming off a loss. I think that's her first loss in the UFC. First or second loss in the UFC. And now she's scheduled to fight Deanny Barboza because Aldrich pulled out, you know, canceled that fight. And I like her odds even better against Deanny Barboza, even though Deanny Barboza is like a really talented fighter. But I got Karine Silva by decision, being Deanny Barboza by decision, bro. And I don't fucking know what's up with the early prelims game. I'm going to be real, because this is why I don't like using the UFC website, because they don't be having all the early prelims on here, bro. Like, dude, what is this, bro? Like, I'm telling y'all, boys, it's authentic. I didn't check nothing, bro. I didn't check nothing. I promise I didn't check nothing. But anyway, bro, next fight on the card is going to be, it's supposed to be Idris Alibas versus Joseph Morales, bro. Like, the UFC got to do better with these cards, game. I'm going to be completely honest, bro. But Idris and Morales, bro. I got Idris winning that fight. He's a 10-0 Kazakh dude versus Joseph Morales. He isn't anything crazy, and he hasn't fought since like 2023. So I got Idris winning that fight. I wish I could show it on the screen, but the UFC, like, you know, instead of fixing the website and making sure all the fights on here, they making sure Nina Jama just showing, you know, cleavage and showing the jeans squeeze. Like, you know, that's what they rather do, bro. This is the UFC in a nutshell. So then we got Ruzi Boyev versus Battle. This is on the prelims. This actually is a fight on the early prelims. It's not on the regular prelims. We can talk about this fight though, bro. So we gonna get on the UFC ass in a minute, but we gonna talk about this fight first. Brian Battle, he misweight his last fight by a pretty good amount against Randy Brown. Won the fight. I thought he lost the fight. I thought Randy Brown won it. But now this is the UFC way of saying you misweight, nigga. So now you finna fight some big scary nigga up a weight class. And that big scary nigga in this instance is Nursultan Ruziboyev. Nursultan Ruziboyev, he's really tall. He actually fought at welterweight. He fought Joaquin Buckley at welterweight. He's fought at welterweight throughout his career. You can look at his record. Really experienced, you know, and a lot of these guys weren't that good. Granted, he was fighting over there in Uzbekistan. That's what he's really known in Uzbekistan. He's a really good fighter, though. Do not let him fighting in Uzbekistan fool you. He's a really good fighter. You know, as you know, he just has a really tall, he's just really tall. You know, he's even going to be at a disadvantage. But Brian Battle, we know he really got famous for, you thought the Butcher was going to lose a fist fight to a French dude. Like, you know, that's put Brian Battle on the map. And, you know, that was a great performance. But I don't think people need to be holding that much weight on that fight because Kevin Jousset isn't anything crazy. But I'm not saying that Nursultan Ruziboyev is, but he's really good. It's definitely a harder fight. Randy Brown is really good. That's a good win. Like, it wasn't a great performance because he kind of clinch matched the whole fight, got outstruck and just clinch matched and won the fight like that. But he won the fight. And the odds on this fight, bro, let me get some odds for y'all. Since the UFC can't put the odds on here either, bro, I got to do everything for the UFC. You know, we can't show odds, we can't get the fights updated, but bro, just believe when it comes to Nina Drama, you know, showing just her body, we can do that. I promise we can do that. But anyway, bro, they got Brian Battle at -175 and Nursultan at +145. This is going to be my underdog pick of the day. Nursultan Ruziboyev, I got him getting it done inside the distance. I got him by round 2 TKO in this fight. I think he gets it done. I think he beats Brian Battle. I think, you know, because Brian Battle isn't a small guy by any means. But I'm going to pick Nursultan Ruziboyev. You know, might come back and bite me, but it is what it is, man. You know, he's my underdog pick of the day. Moving on, Edson Barboza, still going strong. By the way, this is supposed to be on the early prelims as well. But Barboza still going strong, man. You know, you got to love Edson. Been around for a long time. At lightweight this time. You know, at first he was at featherweight, but now he's back, you know, where he made his name for, well, he made his name for himself at lightweight. Got a lot of good wins. But I think Jakar Close, I don't think he's going to have much to offer Barboza, bro. Jakar Close isn't bad though. He isn't bad. Like you can look at his record, it's not bad, but and the odds on this fight, I think Barboza's yes, he's -170. I like this for Edson Jr. I think Barboza gets this fight done. I think he beats Jakar Close. I'm not gonna say he's gonna go out there and knock Jakar Close out, but I do think Jakar Close has a path to victory, but he needs to be in the clinch. He needs to fight him in the clinch. You cannot let him get his kicks off. That's how you beat Edson, bro. But it's easier said than done because he definitely has knees up the middle. You got to worry about the elbows, like slicing you open. You got to worry about a lot from Edson Barboza. I got Edson Barboza winning this fight, though. Not say pretty easily because it's not going to be easy. Jakar Close is a dog, and it's going to be a dog fight. He has the reach advantage, so Edson Barboza knows what he has to do. He has to fight his fight, stay arranged, throw those kicks, hurt Jakar Close. Even when he's in close, make sure he's throwing those knees to the body, tying them up. But I got Edson Barboza winning this fight by unanimous decision. But any decision is good enough for me. That wraps up the early prelims, guys. Yeah. Even though we only had one fight on the early prelims on here because the UFC don't know what the you know what? We're going to chill. Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez. Alexander Hernandez has been around for so long, dude. Like, he got famous from the Cowboy build-up where he was talking a lot of trash to Cowboy. Then he got schooled by Cowboy, and ever since he's just been, like, not saying nothing. Like, that's the definition of humble. He's the definition of humble. Like, you search humble, bro, I guarantee you Alexander Hernandez versus Cowboy Cerrone pops up, bro. But Chase Hooper, he's been in the UFC for a little minute, too, bro. Like, he was getting knocked out by Steve Garcia. Then now he's rallied back. He's on a pretty good win streak. Coming off a win against Jim Miller. It wasn't the most entertaining fight, but he won the fight. I'm going to be real. Chase Hooper still needs to improve his striking defense, bro, because it hasn't been looking the best. Jim Miller caught him with a lot of good strikes, a lot of good punches. And Hernandez has power, though. He could definitely hurt Chase Hooper on the feet. Chase Hooper is coming in at a -330 favorite. I think that's fair odds. I would probably have a minus around 290, 300, somewhere in there, but not bad. Because Hernandez definitely could hurt him on the feet. I'm not saying that's going to happen because Chase Hooper's still improving, still really young, still, improving like every single fight. You can see how much he's improving. Like the Slabakov's fight, he did really well in that fight. You can tell he's just growing a lot. But I'm going to be real. I got Chase Hooper winning this fight. And I'm going to pick Chase Hooper to win by decision. He could definitely get Hernandez out of there, but I got Chase Hooper winning this fight by decision. Jessica Andrade versus Lupe Godinez up next, man. They got Andrade coming in as a dog, +135. Godinez coming in at -160. I think these respectable odds, honestly, bro. It's just too short, really short strawweights. Like Jessica Andrade, she's always been the shorter opponent in her fights. And in this fight, she has a reach advantage. So, like, wow. But Andrade, she's like the female RDA. Like, she's been champion. She won the belt, but didn't really do much with the belt. Just lost it really quickly. Then now she's a name. She's a former champion. And she's lost to a lot of people. Like, a lot of good contenders. A lot of people have Andrade on their resume. Just the same with RDA. That's why I call her the female RDA. If you know, you know. But Godinez, she's not a bad fighter either. She was on a good win streak before she lost. I forgot who she lost to. But she had lost her win streak. And now she's, back to the drawing board. I think she actually is going to beat Jessica Andrade, though, as long as she don't get knocked out. She's never been knocked out, and she doesn't have much power. She's more of a grappler. She's a dog, though. She's definitely, for a dog fight. She's going to be trying to take Andrade down, and I think she will take Andrade down. I think she will be able to keep her down for the majority of this fight. I got Lupe Godinez winning this fight by decision, bro. Moving to GM3 versus Gerald. I said GM3. What the fuck am I talking about? We got GM3 Gerald Meerschaert versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. Michal Oleksiejczuk, he's been around. GM3's been around. It's like they haven't fought. Like, it's crazy that some of these fights just haven't happened, but now it's like it's a good time. GM3, bro, you can look at his record, man. Like, everybody knows GM3. Michal Oleksiejczuk, though, coming off a knockout win against Cedricus Dumas. Great win. Great performance, by the way, bro. Got him out of there in round 1. People question the stoppage, but I think it was pretty respectable. I think GM3 is not. I don't think GM3 is going to win this fight. I think Michal is going to knock him out, but he definitely has a clear path to victory. He could definitely take him down, attack subs, because that's what GM3 is known for, submissions. He's known for his sub game. He has the most submission wins in middleweight history, I believe. And he's look at his record, dude. He's been around. That's the Anthony Smith type record right there, man. You gotta love GM3. We all love GM3. If you don't love GM3, bro, I can't trust you. But I think he's fucked in this fight. I think Michal Oleksiejczuk knocks him out in the like first round. Like I can see like an uppercut up the middle while he's shooting in, ground and pound, gets him out of there. Because GM3 doesn't have the best chin and he's like prone to just big strikes. So give me Michal and Shayshuk winning this fight by knockout in the first round. Coming up on the featured prelim, the main event of the prelims, we got Bobby King Green, formerly known as Bobby Green. We got King Green versus Diego Ferreira. I'm gonna be real, bro. Bobby Green is fucked. Like, dude, he can win this fight for sure. He can definitely win this fight. But the thing is, bro, can he take a punch? Like, will he be able to take Diego Ferreira throwing a big strike, like a big hook, like a big overhand? Will he be able to take that? Because his hands being down, being all low, he's always been like this. You can see he's been around too. Everybody knows Bobby Green, bro. Diego Ferreira, he has a win over what's his name? Rebecca. Like, that's a great win too. He drowned Rebecca. Like, that was a great win. Coming off a loss, I know. But I'm gonna be real. Like, these just punks. They're both older fighters, bro. And they have Diego Ferreira coming in at -170. I think that's good odds. But Diego Ferreira is gonna put Bobby Green out cold, bro. I truly believe that. But Bobby Green could definitely do it to him, and I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby Green just get back in the winning column because, bro, it's Bobby Green, bro. How can you hate Bobby Green? But being real, I don't think he can take a punch. His last fight, bro, I think that really sealed his chin. His chin has really been gone, but I think that really sealed it because, like, that was a picture-perfect kick. Granted, it was a picture-perfect kick, but I'm going to be real. I don't think he'll be able to take a big punch, especially not from Diego Ferreira, who hits like a truck. So give me Diego Ferreira by round 1 KO. Moving on. Tim Elliott, he's back finally versus Kyle Sakura. We know Tim Elliott, his last fight was in 2023 against Suma Durji, bro. Like, it was a great like performance by him because he got him out of there. But dude, like, where have you been? By the way, Tim Elliott fought Demetrius Johnson for the title. Yes, bro. Tim Elliott is that old. Kyle Sakura, I'm gonna be real. I don't think people should just be like, Kyle Sakura has no ground game, bro. Like, Tim Elliott's just gonna take him down the middle. He's just gonna take him. No, that's not gonna happen, bro. Like, I just don't see it happening. And because Kyle Sakura isn't a fish out of water on the ground. It's just Pantoja's that good. Look what Pantoja just did to Kyle Car France, who had iron takedown defense, stonewall takedown defense. Look what he did to him. So we shouldn't hold much on that performance. Pantoja's just that good. So I think in this fight, Kyle Sakura is gonna know like Tim Elliott has not much to offer him on the feet, but Tim Elliott is gonna be in his face trying to like land shots and mix in the takedowns, mix in the grappling. But Kyle Sakura is really big for the 125-pound division. We know that, and he's fighting Tim Elliott. I think Tim Elliott is just on a weaker side now on his career. Don't think he has that much left in the tank. I think it's one of these fights opening the main card where you get a vicious knockout, then the rest of the main card it sets the tone for the rest of the main card, and I think Kyle Sakura has a chance to do that. Without further ado, introducing Kyle Sakura by round 1 KO, man. Kyle Sakura by round 1 KO. Let's go. Realistically, I got him by round 2 TKO. Maybe round 1. But I think that first round is going to determine a lot. I think Kyle Sakura gets him out of there relatively quickly. Give me Kyle Sakura by round 2 TKO. I ain't going to lie. This card heating up, boy. I ain't going to lie. And by the way, Kyle Sakura coming in at -320. Good odds. The Killer Gorilla. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. The only thing about this fight, bro, what scares me for Jared is just his chin. And he's like 41. Like, I know he's coming off one against RoboCop. But, dude, RoboCop had him hurt. The fight before that, like, the Kyle fight really, like, that really scared me for Jared, bro. That really did, because that fight could have been stopped. Like, he took so much damage in that fight, bro, from Kyle. The Imavov fight, you know, even though that was the early stoppage, like, the RoboCop, I'm not holding much weight on it, even though RoboCop is definitely a good name. That's definitely a good win, bro. But RoboCop, he has no cardio. Michael Venom Page, he has cardio. He will be able to keep that style up. He will be a sniper at range. He will give Jared problems. Jared needs to mix in the grappling. The way Jared wins this fight is in the clinch, mixing in takedowns, taking MVP down. Because if he stands at range and tries to just knock him out, like, of course he's going to have to strike with him at times to just give him that threat. But MVP, he's so fast, especially for his age, bro. He's 38 and still moving fast as it can be. Like, look at his last fight against Shar. Like, that was a great performance, bro. 30-27. It made him look like nothing. Made him not look like that striker that we are accustomed to Shar to being. But they got MVP coming in at -195. Jared at +165. I think he should beat the underdog, bro. I think Jared should beat the underdog. I love Jared, but I think MVP is going to be too fast, too quick. I think MVP is going to be able to land some big shots, and if he's able to land those shots and hurt Jared, because Jared has been getting hurt in like every fight he's been fighting. He's been hurt in the Kyle fight, got hurt in the Imavov fight, got hurt in the RoboCop fight. Like, Cannonier has been getting hurt, bro. But I would love to see, you know, Jared get a win, but then again, it would be even better if MVP got a win because now we're looking at him as an actual contender, beating a name like Jared. He could fight like Robert Whitaker next. You never know. It's just a lot of different options if Michael Venom Page wins this fight and becomes ranked at 185 pounds. So I'm gonna go Michael Venom Page by decision. Was picking him by knockout originally, but I think it's 3 rounds, so I don't think I got to worry about Jared just not being, you know, taking damage, accumulating. But then again, MVP's a sniper and he's there to knock your head off. So give me MVP by decision. And if Jared loses, bro, I would love to see him fight Paulo Costa. That seemed like that was a fight long overdue. So Jared fighting Costa, that's a great fight. Moving on, y'all boys, man. We almost there, man. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. I'm going to be real, bro. Jeff Neal, bro, he has a clear path to victory to winning this fight. Like, people, like, he's a big favorite. Like, Carlos Prates is minus 275. I think he should be the favorite, but dude, Jeff Neal has crazy boxing, crazy power. And he said himself, this fight's not getting out of the first round. Unless you know he's coming to kill. He's coming to kill Prates. Prates is coming to kill him as well. That's why you gotta love this fight. This should be the feature bout. I'm glad it's right there where it's placed. But I gotta ride with Prates in this fight. He has a reach advantage. The power is kind of gonna equal out, even though Prates has like knees. You know, he has the elbow. He has all of his left side is just crazy. Ian Gary had a great performance shutting down the whole left side. Lost Ian Gary his last fight. Not a bad loss. Ian Gary is really legit. Jeff Neal coming off a win against RDA and the UFC 308. Got him out in the first round. I know RDA got injured, but Jeff Neal had already dropped him in like the first 2 minutes. So it is what it is. Carlos Prates, he has to just, you know, if he walks in the fire with his hands, you know, low, Jeff Neal's going to land some big shots. And that's what worries me for Prates because he does do that a lot. He tends to just go in the fire to land his. But he's just as lethal as Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal's hands is crazy, though. He's definitely like a top 3 boxer at that weight, probably even top 2. Has crazy power. But in this fight, I got to go with Carlos Prates winning, bro. I think he's going to get back on the right track. I think Carlos Prates is a legit contender. Not saying Jeff Neal isn't. I think he's just reached his peak. So, give me Carlos Prates by round 2 TKO, bro. I was going to say round 1, but round 2. Moving to the co-main event of the evening, bro. I want to yap about this fight a lot, but I really can't. But I'm just going to run it down to y'all. Aaron Pico isn't that fucking good, bro. I'm going to be real. He's not that good, gang. Like, his best win is, like, I don't even think y'all know who his best win is, bro. Nigga, I don't think I know who his best win is. He was scheduled to fight Malzar. And by the way, he's a favorite in this fight. So if you're a betting man, hurry up and bet Lerone Murphy why he's an underdog. Because the odds are going to get closer and it might end up a pick'em. Like I'm telling you right now. Go bet him right now. But Aaron Pico, bro, he has good wrestling. And he has power in the hands. But dude, it's not like he's doing this against legit competition. Like Aaron Pico's 13-4. And those 4 losses, bro, I think he got knocked out like 3 times. 2 or 3 times. It's not like Pico as like finished 2 or 3 times. It's not like he's crazy because he's not. He's not that. I know it's short notice for Murphy, which could lead to why Pico is a favorite, but Murphy is legit. Like, I know he's not the most entertaining to watch for, you know, some who want to see brawls, but he's really technical. He has decent power on the feet. He's not going to just stand in front of you and, you know, let you just get your shots off. He's going to be there punishing you the whole fight. Very technical, very calculated. And I think this could be a fight with Lerone and Murphy ends up getting a finish, bro. Like, you might think that's crazy, but it could be one of those fights. Because I think he's better than Aaron Pico everywhere besides wrestling. Like, Pico, you can say Pico's a better boxer, but against who? Because Mazar probably would have finished Pico game. And I ain't trying to discredit Pico because Pico's not a bad fighter, but he's not that good, bro. He's just not that good. He's just not. But I'm going to go Lerone Murphy by decision. I'm not going to pick him by stoppage. I'm going to pick Lerone Murphy by decision. I think he's going to be able to win this fight pretty. When are we going to learn to stop putting these guys in there with, like, you know, he's undefeated for a reason, gang. Give me Lerone Murphy by decision, bro. This is what y'all been waiting on, man. The main event of the evening. I already know what it is. Everybody been wanting the main event. Let's talk about this fucking main event, man. Dricus du Plessis, Hamza Chimaev. I ain't gonna lie. Dricus has a crazy record, bro. Hamza does too. This fight, bro. This fucking fight. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Where do I even start with this fight? All right, let's start off with Dricus, bro. Dricus du Plessis coming off crazy wins. Coming off a Sean Strickland win. Before that, Israel Adesanya. Before that, Sean Strickland again. Then before that, Robert Whitaker. He's on a crazy run right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Dricus du Plessis looks phenomenal. Hamza beat Robert Whittaker in his last fight. In the first round, broke his teeth. Like submitted him with a he didn't have the choke fully in. He was trying to get it sunk in, broke his teeth, like shattered his jaw. Great performance. Before that, he beat Usman. I know it's Usman at short notice, upper weight class, but it's still, no one just goes in there and takes down Usman and 10-8 Usman. No one does that. But dog, this fight is so intriguing. This was the most anticipated fight for me, like really ever, bro. Like if Francis would be fighting Aspinall, that would become #1. But this is the most intriguing fight to me ever, bro. Because you can look at their records, bro. They don't go to decisions. Like they don't go to decision, bro. Let me move out the way for a minute. They don't go to decisions. You can go ahead and look at that. Like decisions don't, no, they don't like those. And then we look at the average fight time. Hamza has a 6-minute average fight time, gang. That's a first round and 1minute and 5 seconds into the second. Like, I'm telling you, bro, these are crazy, gang. Like, you look at the 6 strikes landed per minute, Dricus is going to be there to hit you. He's trying to knock your face off the whole time. You know, the significant strike percentages, Hamza has a lead because he doesn't throw much and he wrestles you a lot. And Dricus is there to be hit, but Hamza is also there to be hit. And then we got to look at the grappling. Like, bro, what scares me about Dricus is this right here. This is what scares me right here. The 50% takedown defense, because he got taken down by Rob. You know, he got taken down by Brunson. Like, he gets taken down. But Hamza gets hit, though. Like, even if we were to look, like, Hamza gets hit. Like, look at this. He gets hit, bro. So, Dricus is definitely can have some success, like, in the striking. He has the reach advantage. This fight is so intriguing, bro. Like, I don't even know. And they have Hamza at -180, -220 on ESPN. So, do what you will with that. But I'm going to be real, gang. Like, you know, Dricus is one of my favorite fighters. But I got to go with Hamza in this fight, bro. I feel like it's just destined for him to be champion. But if Dricus gets this win, bro, I'm not going to lie. There's going to be some conversations being had. Because Izzy, he's going to be on the hot seat. Because I guarantee you, he reached this fight, he's a better middleweight all time than Izzy. That's going to be the consensus greatest conversation. Somebody be going to even call him the middleweight GOAT. So, hear me when I say this. Hamza Chimaev wins. If he wins early, he maybe can get another fight in. I'm just worried about the activity, bro. I just want him to be active. I want him to stay active and get these fights in, bro. I do not want him to be an inactive champ. Dricus, we know he's going to get you 2 fights a year. Who knows? If he goes in there and blitzes through Hamza, he could probably get another one in. I don't think that's going to happen because the pay-per-views are all backed up. But, especially with September not having no pay-per-view. But, yeah, I got Hamza Chimaev winning this fight, y'all boys, man. I got Hamza by a round 2 submission. I think he's going to be able to get DDP down, submit him, because DDP's always there to be taken down. But Dricus definitely can shock the world and show everybody like he's like legit. He's there to stay. But, man, I really hope Dricus wins. But I got to go with Hamza Chimaev. I appreciate y'all boys tuning in to another prediction video. So many YouTube videos on the way. Keep staying tuned. Keep showing love. I'm going to keep the videos coming. I love y'all boys. And as always, I'm going to see y'all on the next one.